Welcome back, Officers of the Public. It's your Coruscant Underworld Police Chief APGAINS here. They fixed the Interceptor. It's no longer glitching against the Executor lineups. Of course, we're using Arnold Film because he's the only person in the frickin' community who has the ship unlocked at 5 stars, apparently. So shout out to our boy, the Grand Admiral. But as you can see here, just like I said, the ship is going to be fantastic. This is against Max Executor, but 5 star for the capital ship. The reason I'm bringing this up is because most players who are facing the Executor and have no shots are facing 4 and 5 star Executors. If you're facing 7 star Executors in GAC, you likely have other counters. As you can see here, a little bit better. It did apply the buff immunity to the Xanadu Blood, but at least the Dispel is nice. And as you see here, he's going to beat this Executor with this Interceptor. Now, his Empire fleet is not amazing, I will admit. But you know what? Most players are not going to have fully steezed out of their mind Empire fleets, and most people are not going to be going against Executor fleets where all the characters are super, super highly relicked. But what this does mean is that for most of those players who are going against Negotiator or Malevolence or Executor, or they have that one fleet, because not everyone exists at the 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 million GP range. Most of you guys are like, how can I plug in this ship and beat fleets that I otherwise would have absolutely no chance of winning? Now, if he does the middle ability here, we get health back and we get that survivability. And this fleet actually can do a decent amount of damage, right? So he's going to come in here, he's going to kill Xanadu. He's going to, hopefully, he's streaming, so he's going to talk a lot. But but TIE Advance does a big old chunk of change damage, and the Interceptor is actually a solid fleet. Now, most of you guys are going to be like me and you don't have the second sister, and you're probably not even going to bring in this reinforcement. But luckily, the Empire fleet does have a lot of things. The Emperor Shuttle is great. The Reaper, whatever the heck it's called, is pretty good. And, of course, Gar Suxon, the Suckman himself, does solid work with, healing plus buff immunity on Houndstooth, plus he can dispel debuffs. This fleet is basically entirely engineered to survive long enough for Thrawn to start blowing you up, but also has good damage with TIE Pilot and TIE Advance to do big damage versus other fleets. So as you see here, if we skip forward ahead a couple of seconds, or we just like speed him up to 2 times speed, ready, boom. Speed him up to 2 times speed. He's going to nuke Razor Crest, get a full heal on someone. He's probably going to pick Bomber, right? So Razor Crest is dead. He's got buff dispels. He's going to do good damage. And then the Executor is not going to be able to blow up his ship. He's going to come in here, bada bing, bada boom. Okay, well, bada bing, bada boom. Executors, come to my room because apparently we can beat you now. So, shout out to the people who said APGAINS was an idiot. You guys suck. But also, this is not maxed Empire fleet versus maxed Executor R 7 stars. So take this with a grain of salt. But the good news is, it's plug and play. It does good work. You're going to be able to punch up with weaker fleets. God bless the Interceptor, baby.